Commonwealth champion is from Barbados, Sarah Williams, 49.90, the first time that the 50-second barrier has been broken at any Commonwealth Games. Brilliant stuff from the Barbadian. She had a good lane draw, lane 6, judged it to perfection. First gold ever in this discipline.
The first time that the anthem of Barbados is being heard at the Commonwealth Games since 1998. That was the last time that they would have won a gold medal at the event, courtesy of Andrea Blackett. And of course, Shade Williams becoming the first Bajan woman since Andrea Blackett to win a gold medal, the first in the 400 meters. And of course, she has brought pride to a nation. Just 166 square miles, 280,000 people, all beaming with pride because of one young lady, the first woman to run sub 50, setting a new games record. And that was Shade Williams, the winner of the 400 meters for women. That is the greeting that I have for you as we look at the highlights of the Commonwealth Games for day number 10, the penultimate day of competition, the penultimate day of the games. My name is Gerard Morrisili, and I'm so happy to have you here. And we start with athletics. The morning session is going to be a pretty dense highlight show that we have for you. Not much Caribbean participation throughout the day, but we will show you what we can. And of course, this is one that you must take in. Let's take a look now at Shade Williams winning that gold medal, as well as other good performances from the morning session of athletics.
And Toby Amazon, I wonder how well she's recovered, all the celebrations. It was exactly 2 weeks ago today, that final.
The defending champion goes in 5. Watch for Amazon. She's fourth from the left-hand side. Tapper's got away well, and Amazon's under a little bit of pressure. Now beginning to pull away the world champion, the world record holder. She's on her way to a successful title defence. Semba's on the podium, and so too Charlton of Bahamas. Their first medal, 12.129. Cometh the hour, cometh the champion. It's a successful title defence and a games record by a country mile. Amazon is on fire this season, and she has forgotten how to lose. Brilliant by the Nigerian, simply brilliant. Windy 12.3 in Eugene, but that was a brilliant title defence by Amazon. The world champion is the Commonwealth champion. What a season. Toby Amazon delivers one of the most impressive performances of the whole week here at the Alexander Stadium. Devon Charlton takes silver, the first Bahamian woman on the podium in this event, and Cindy Semba, a fabulous bronze for her. Tapper of Jamaica, despite that fast start, misses out.
There's the Birmingham skyline, but we're going to cover it with the start list for the men's 400 metres. Jamaica, Australia, Uganda, Barbados, Kenya, England and Zimbabwe are the nations represented. 1 lap, 1 gold medal. And the gun goes for a clean start. The roar is deafening here in Birmingham. Hudson Smith moving nicely. Mwesa, the Kenyan, inside him in lane number 6, also going well. Down the back straight in the sunshine at Alexander Stadium. Hudson Smith, the world bronze medalist. We'll know Mwesa of Kenya on the inside is closing, but he's putting his foot down here, Hudson Smith. Jones running nicely in lane number 5, currently in the bronze medal position. Now he has to hold his form. England, Kenya, Uganda. Matt Hudson Smith tying up. Keep your eye on the African in lane number 8. And out of lane number 8, Muzala Samukonga, 44.65 seconds. Breaking the heart of the English fans, breaking the heart of Matt Hudson Smith on his home track. This guy ran 44.89 and a personal best in his heat, and is confirmed at 44.66 for Muzala Samukonga of the Zambia. The crowd go wild, his fans go wild. He picks up the gold, Hudson Smith the silver, and Jonathan Jones the bronze. The African champion this year is now the Commonwealth champion. Superb running. So confirmation of that men's 400 metres. Samukonga, Zambia, their first athletics medal, a personal best of 44.66. Matt Hudson Smith for England picks up the silver, and Jonathan Jones picks up the bronze. 4 athletes inside 45 seconds.
And there's the lineup. Zoe Clark of Scotland. Not a great lane draw for her, but the fastest ever Scot in the Commonwealth Games is Alison Kirbishley with her silver medal back in '98. I wonder if she can go quicker, Zoe Clark. The favourite, well, it has to be Sarah Williams, the World Championship bronze medalist, who goes in lane 6 for Barbados. Well, it's all about judgment. We had a bizarre judgment call in the men's race with a champion who came through from way back. But look at the Malawi athletes in Mwaka blasting away, centre of picture in lane 5. She's already shot past Kyra Constantine, Sarah Williams and Constantine of Canada. Sarah Williams in the yellow there, third from left now, just beginning to ease into her run. It's in Mwaka, covered the first 200 insanely quickly. Ohurugu in the white and red there, third from right for England, going really well in lane 4. But at the moment, Sarah Williams of Barbados has the lead by a convincing margin, and into the straight. The rest of them have got a lot of work to do. Ohurugu's coming through, maybe for the silver, but surely not going to get back to the Barbadian Williams. Williams storming away to this one. The margin is 6 metres, maybe 7 metres at the line. 49.91. It's a games record at last in a Commonwealth Games women's 400 final. The 50-second barrier has been broken, and emphatically so. 49.90. Well, she was running conservatively, as we now know, in her heat, which she won in 51.6. She won her semi, as I said, in 51.5. She was ranked number 2 in the Commonwealth, coming here behind Shawnee Miller-Weibo, the world champion, who chose not to run here. There it is, Sarah Williams, Barbados, Commonwealth champion in a games record, 49.90, and that is quite something when we look at the history of the Commonwealth Games. Victoria Ohurugu and Jodie Williams, silver and bronze for England respectively, with Amma Pippi in 4th.
Well, his mentor and former world indoor champion Brian Wellman has said Jane always performs when it counts. 16.92, he goes into first place.
It's a tough ask, especially when you're bringing in Thompson Hira.
Well, it's interesting. I love it when you get to the final and they, as you say, they bring in their heavy hitters. And so no matter what we saw in the heats, we don't actually know what's going to happen in the final.
And as we've just seen, you've got to get the baton to those on the later legs. Here we go then. Confirmation, the full start list for the women's 4x100 metre relay final. Trinidad and Tobago in 2, Ghana in 3, Nigeria in 4, England in 5, Jamaica in 6, India in 7, Australia in 8, and Scotland in 9.
Set.
The women's sprint relay final. There's a clean start as well. Amuzan getting out nicely in lane number 4, as expected. India going well in lane number 7, Australia in lane number 8 too. This is good running by Nigeria in lane number 4. All look pretty safe on the changeovers. Imani Lansiko flying down the back straight, as is Favour Ofili of Nigeria. Second changeover, hands held high. Australia on the outside in lane 8 going well. Nigeria, though, flying round with Chukwuma on the third leg. Hands back for the Nigerians. A roar from her teammate. Nigeria going to take this one. England with Darren Leader in second. Keep an eye on Thompson here, though. The Jamaican superstar comes through for bronze for the Jamaican side. But 42.10 seconds, just outside the game's record. But that was brilliant from Nigeria.
Really came in to make sure there was nothing that was going to go wrong with that final exchange.
Well, it didn't. Nothing went wrong with either the first, second or third changeovers for the Nigerians. Third leg runner Rosemary Chukwuma there. Still crossing the line and slowing down. Here's a ISO, the shout by the incoming athlete. You shouldn't look back when you're the outgoing runner. You see the mark being hit by the incoming runner and you set off until you are told to put your hand back. That's what the outgoing runners did. And a super last event. 7 medals the Nigerian women have picked up here. 8 for the Nigerian team in total. That good feeling, Steph, when you know you're on the way.
Now, I love
a little bit of clear ground there.
But I love this shot because Elaine Thompson-Herah isn't even in it right now. And I feel like I've been fangirling her all week. But to get the baton as far down as she was and still come out and know she can get that bronze, I mean, just what an amazing performance from her, who's already spent so much time out on this track.
Confirmation then of the women's 4x100 metre relay. That area record for Nigeria, brilliant, 42.10 seconds. England on this occasion, unlike 4 years ago, now they pick up the silver with 42.41, and Jamaica pick up the bronze.
What an intriguing men's 4x1 relay to come. England possibly the favourites, but Trinidad in 5, Nigeria 6 and Kenya 7 will fancy they can spoil the home nation party.
Set.
For one of these teams, it'll be a day they will never, ever forget. Who takes the early advantage? It's pretty even at the moment. Watch for the exchanges. Good work by the Kenyans. Oh, actually, I'll say that. They've got a problem. That's a nightmare. I was just watching. It looked like it was a good changeover, but it wasn't. Down the back straight, Zarnell Hughes. Very close here. England coming round that bend. Mitchell Blake to Edeboran, and it's England from Trinidad and Nigeria, and listen to the roar from the crowd. O.J. Edeboran is going to anchor the English to glory on their home patch. The hometown heroes deliver the grandstand finish to a brilliant morning in Birmingham. O.J. Edeboran was miles clear. Trinidad took the silver, Nigeria the bronze, and it all went wrong for the Kenyans down the back straight. So the 100-metre champion, Omanyala, didn't even have a chance to get them in the shake-up. Look at the delight and listen to the adulation from the crowd. It's England who taste glory in the men's 4x1. Great end, a great end to that relay by England.
So pleased for the guys as we get confirmation of that result, and in particular for O.J. Edeboran bringing it home, Rob. Big responsibility on his shoulders and delivered with a huge roar.
England successfully defend the title. Trinidad replicate their best ever finish with a silver. Nigeria on the podium for bronze. Heartache for the Kenyans who couldn't get the baton round.
So that is how the morning went in athletics for the Caribbean. Lots to shout about. And let's hear now from the 400-meter winner in the women, Shadi Williams.
Shadi Williams, a World Championship bronze medal, and you duly follow that with the Commonwealth Games gold medal. And for the first time in Commonwealth Games history, a woman goes under 50 seconds. Put the emotions into words for me.
I actually didn't know that last part, but I guess you could say it was all a part of the plan. Win the gold medal and get the championship record, so it was all into the plan.
I watched you through the rounds and you looked pretty comfortable. And today, as you pointed out after your semi-final, be more aggressive. It looked as if you executed perfectly.
Definitely. Around the race, exactly how I wanted it to be. So definitely.
And how would you sum up your 2022 season? Because from our standpoint, it's been stunning.
Well, it's not even finished yet, so I can't even say. But so far, I have to say this has been my best season yet. And looking forward to more great things to come for the rest of the season.
What did you tell yourself at the end of last season when you just missed the Olympic final, fastest time never to make it to an Olympic final? What did you tell yourself coming into this year?
This year, get out of semis, make the final, and aim for a medal.
And a quick word on your coach, Stephen Francis. Of course, you train in Jamaica. What's that been like?
Pretty interesting. My training partners are really great. Janine Russell, Janine Broomfield, Stephanie McPherson, Sharka Jackson. Very excellent training partners. So it's been really great.
Yeah, so that was Shade Williams there, the 400-meter winner for the women's category. And of course, a woman of few words, very shy, reminds me of her days at Corrigan Parry in Barbados and too at Harrison College. But she has grown tremendously as an athlete and brought lots of pride to the Bajans. Of course, she would have not made the final at Tokyo 2020 last year, and then winning a bronze medal at the World Championships in Oregon a couple weeks ago. And now following that up with the Commonwealth Games gold medal. History made for Barbados. Let's take a break. When we come back, we look at more athletics. Welcome back to the Commonwealth Games highlight show for the penultimate day of the Commonwealth Games action, the final day of athletics competition. And let's go back for the afternoon session where Anderson Peters of Grenada was in action. So too we had the finals of the 4x4 relays in both men and women, and the Caribbean featured in a couple of other races and events. Let's take a look at how the afternoon session would have capped off the athletics competition.
So here's the start list then for the men's 800-meter final. England, Scotland, Jamaica, Ghana, Kenya and Botswana are represented. The final of the men's 800 meters. Can this athlete, Peter Bol of Australia, hold off the Kenyan charge, hold off the English charge? Going round the first bend for the first time, Kinyamal in lane number 4. Happy to get in to the pole position potentially. They cut across down the back straight.
This is a massive night for Australia after Ollie Hall won the 1500 metres. A little bit of shoulder barging. Remember last year in Tokyo, Bol led until about 30 metres from the finish line, and it's the Jamaican now getting his heels clipped. Anderson on the outside, the Ghanaian just keeping out the way there, a man quite sensibly. Kinyamal, remember, bidding to become the first man in history to successfully defend this title, but there's all sorts going on here as they're jostling for position. The two big guns in first and second. Who's going to go for it first?
55.5 at the 400-meter point. It's tight. Keep an eye on Jamie Webb, the English athlete there on the left of your shot, coming onto the shoulder of the Ghanaian. Kinyamal, Bol, Webb. The piercing stare of Webb of England, trying to hold on to the change of pace from Kenya and Australia. Guy Learmonth on the inside for Scotland in 4th.
Kinyamal's going for this with 200 to go. He makes his bold bid for glory. Bol is hanging on. Remember, no Australians won this for 40 years. But he's falling back here. Can Kinyamal continue to pull away? It's between these two.
Kinyamal, Bol, look at Patterson for England. It's a battle for the gold. It's going to be won by the Kenyan. 1:47.52, a pat on the shoulder from Peter Bol of Australia, who picks up the silver medal. Brilliant running by England's Ben Patterson to pick up the bronze, but he collapses to the ground. The 25-year-old Kenyan came here to defend his title. And Wycliffe Kinyamal of Kenya does pick up the 10th gold medal for Kenya in the men's 800 metres. And the speed was used there to win the gold medal. There's confirmation. Kenya pick up the gold with Wycliffe Kinyamal, 147.52, a silver for Peter Bol of Australia, and Ben Patterson picks up the bronze. Silence falls across Alexander Stadium. And now it erupts to a roar as we get underway on the first leg. Running lanes, of course. Trinidad and Tobago going well. St Helier on the first leg for them. Jamaica moving nicely with Bartley down the back straight. Botswana as well in lane number 4. Remember, the fastest qualifiers for this final. Leongo Scotch on the first leg for them. So a full way round in lanes. We've got 4 pairs at the moment, haven't we, in terms of formation for this men's 4x4 final. Kenya moving nicely. Makobi, who was 4th in the 400-metre hurdles on the first leg for them. And here comes the first changeover, Tim. Let's see who's in the lead in this final.
Always hard to judge, Kath, but a brilliant leg from Dwight St Hilaire there of Trinidad and Tobago on the opening leg. Tell you what, Botswana are going well too in the blue in lane 4, aren't they? But it is Trinidad and Tobago. Asa Guevara on this second leg for them. Breaks from lanes. He has a couple of metres on about 4 teams. There's still a pack hunting him down. He's got to run smart this second half of this one, Kath.
He has indeed, but this is good for Trinidad and Tobago. A 4-metre lead over Jamaica. Nathan Allen on their second leg for them. Botswana currently in 3rd. Zimbabwe and Godzi on the second leg for them. Here come Kenya, though, strong on that second leg. And Barbados as well, closing on this second leg for the changeover.
Trinidad and Tobago take over in the lead. Jamaica 2nd, Botswana 3rd, Barbados 4th, Kenya 5th, Nigeria 6th. That's the way they go. They're all still in the hunt. The gaps are not big, over half a mile run. And Trinidad and Tobago, Kath, with Marcel Cedeno on this one. Maybe relinquishing the lead, or are they? No, he's battling off the 3rd leg runner, Javon Powell, there as they go through 200.
Well, it's going to be a tasty final leg. Remember, Trinidad and Tobago have Jareem Richards, the 200-metre champion, stepping up, and he's a 44-second runner. Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Botswana, a superb run by Anthony Pasella of Botswana. The hands are held high by the outgoing runners. Botswana now pop into the lead.
Well, that's probably the perfect position, Kath. Wouldn't you always want to be a metre or so down on the leader rather than behind him? But he's not hanging about. Jareem Richards, the 200 champion, has blasted straight past the final leg runner for Botswana by Uppo Ndori and into the lead, and he has a couple of metres with 200 to run.
Jareem Richards in the final 200 metres, looking around. He's cool, he's calm, he's got such good speed endurance, but Botswana are saying, Ndori onto his shoulder. Trinidad and Tobago, Botswana battling for the gold medal. Kenya have come into the bronze medal position, passing Jamaica, but Jareem Richards, easy as you like, 3:01.30. A brilliant run by the Trinidad and Tobago team. They were set up perfectly for Jareem Richards to dance around Alexander Stadium and pick up the gold medal for Trinidad and Tobago. Botswana pick up the silver. Wow, what a brilliant end, Tim. Our final track event for the male athletes here, and a superb run by Trinidad and Tobago.
Proof, as if it were ever needed, that the 4x4s raise the roof. The 4x1s are spectacular, but they're over in 40 seconds and less.
The sun is setting on the 2022 Commonwealth Games, but there is one last gold up for grabs.
Set.
Here we go then, with an epic climax to an epic week of athletics. Pretty even at the moment, no big move yet from Salmon, the 400 hurdler specialist, second from the left-hand side for Jamaica. Obi of Nigeria beginning to go well. England have Victoria Uhuragu silver medalist in the individual 400 on the lead leg, and she's beginning to close down on Nduru, African bronze medalist 4 years ago. Zoe Clark on the outside for Scotland. Now Salmon using that 400 hurdle strength to begin to come through. Ohurugu running well. The Nigerians just going backwards a little bit. Watch for the positions on this first changeover. England, Jamaica, Scotland going well, and also the Canadians in the mix.
A very solid lead there from Ohurugu for England, and as they break from lanes here, so the second leg runner Williams goes into the lead. Fantastic for England at the moment. Jodie Williams had a wonderful run for a bronze in the individual 400. Jamaica eased past England there on this second leg. Jamaica with Janelle Broomfield on this second leg. Nothing between these three, but they're beginning to get away.
Really good running here by Bromfield, showing her strength. Jodie Williams absolutely ecstatic with that individual bronze at the end of a difficult season. Listen to the noise, it's incredible, and there are still 2 legs to go. Bromfield now beginning to wade through treacle. Jamaica from England, from Canada, and the Nigerians are a long way out of it at the moment.
Well, Scotland in 3rd place at the moment. Beth Dobbin was in treacle in the last 50 metres or so of that for them. They're in 4th place. Down the back straight. Jamaica from England, and the English 3rd leg runner Emma Pippi, who's had a wonderful season, a wonderful games, takes the lead with 200 to run past the Jamaican 3rd leg runner Ronisha McGregor, and the gap is there. It's 3 metres. Canada a further couple of metres back, and Pippi continues to put on the power here.
Listen to the noise for Emma Pippi. She was only just off the podium in the individual 400 metres. England have not won this title for nearly 3 decades. The home crowd willing them on, roaring them on. One last lap for one last gold. England lead. Canada and Jamaica tied for 2nd here. And they have Jessie Knight in their sights. It's Gould, the 800-metre specialist, trying to close for Jamaica with Constantine of Canada. So many times the Canadians have pulled it out of the bag, and Knight is beginning to feel the pressure here. Can she hang on? One last burst for glory. Is it going to be England's night? It's been a glittering, glorious week of athletics. She's still driving, she's still pushing, but Constantine is closing. What a finish to an epic week of athletics. Is it England or is it Canada? They're side by side. There's nothing to separate them. Oh my gosh! It's one of the best finishes to a 4x4 relay we have ever seen. Usually, it goes to the athlete closing with the momentum. But it was so close. Somehow, Jessie Knight managed to stand tall. None of us know. It was too close to call. We're watching, we're waiting. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're enjoying these images. Top quality drama. They both gave it everything. This is news that will not be welcome for all the people who've already left, thinking they watched a moment of history for England. It looked like they did, but England, who appeared to have won their first Commonwealth title in the women's 4x4 for 28 years, they've been disqualified. That promotes Scotland to the bronze, giving Canada the title, and Jamaica upgraded from 3rd to 2nd. It was for a lane infringement, so watch here. 2nd from the inside. There's Victoria Ohurugu handing the baton to Jodie Williams. Yep, it's as clear as day. You cannot step on the inside, and possibly because the gold in the end was determined by such an incredibly slender margin, maybe if they'd won it by 50 metres there wouldn't have been a protest, but that was clear and away, and England's glory turns to heartache. It was an incredible end to the race, but it is Canada's gold in the end, and by a little more than 100th of a second. Jamaica in the silver, and Scotland upgraded from 4th to bronze.
So the men's javelin final continuing. Just saw the leading throw, 88 metres, another personal best from Nadeem. And here's Anderson Peters. In the 5th round now, Peters is in the bronze medal position with 82 metres and 74. And just as I roll off the credentials for Peters, it lands in the beautiful turf here in Birmingham. That is huge from the Grenadian. Remember, the lead is 88 metres. He punches the air. 88.64. Peters goes into the lead. The world champion has pulled out a massive throw in round 5. He's now 64 centimetres ahead of Nadeem of Pakistan and Julius Yego of Kenya. Look at that. The flight was brilliant.
The world champion Anderson Peters in the men's javelin had to settle for silver this time around. Let's hear his thoughts on the performance.
Speaking with the world champion Anderson Peters, a silver medal at the Commonwealth Games tonight. First of all, Anderson, how do you assess tonight's performance? And just give me an idea of how you're feeling right now.
Right now, I feel really good still. I had a really rough start to the games. Couldn't get past 83 meters. I mean, you know, like I was struggling a bit, but I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm really happy for Nadeem. Getting over 90 meters, that's really good for him. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and he's been suffering with some injuries, so, you know, I'm really happy for him to get over 90. But, you know, I'm satisfied.
You spoke about the slow start, didn't get going until late in the competition. Your best effort, I think, coming in the 5th round. What would you say was the reason for that slow start?
I mean, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I wasn't connecting with the javelin. My timing was off a little bit, so, you know, I just wasn't feeling it. So, you know, that it just took some time to get into the rhythm.
How tough has it been, of course, since defending your world title? Not a long turnaround before coming into this competition?
It's been okay. I mean, I've been competing since May. So, you know, it's a pretty long season, but, you know, going to take a little time off and recuperate and get myself back out there.
Yeah, that's the Grenadian Anderson Peters there talking about his performance. And let's head over now to hear from the Trinidad and Tobago's 4x4 men's team in the relay who would have won gold in that event. Let's hear from them.
Second gold medal in athletics for Trinidad and Tobago at the Commonwealth Games. They win the 4x4 anchored by Jareem Richards, the 200 champion. Jareem, what a performance from your team. Initially, many would have thought you would have had a big job to do. You did have a big job, but you got it in the lead.
First of all, I want to say praise to God. This is the first time this team has ever run in this order. You know, so shout out to Dwight for doing his job, shout out to Asa for doing his job, and of course shout out to Marshall for doing his job also. I know Dion will be looking down at us and be very proud of this 4x4 team to see where we've come from to where we are now, Commonwealth Games champions. You know, so I know that is something he will be proud of us for, and I'm really proud of this team for the execution.
Talk to me a little bit about the putting together of the team, because we're so accustomed to you being on second. Today you're on anchor.
Well, from yesterday, we had two of the younger ones on the team, Kashif King and Che Lara. They said it was good for us to be able to make it to the final. But today, the plan definitely was just to put me on the last leg and see how well I could finish. And everyone did their job exceptionally. Asa might as well take me off of the second leg with that leg that he put on there today. You know, Dwight did his job on the first leg, gave us a lead from the start. Asa extended that lead, Marshall hold that lead and did well and open up on that lead too for me. So the team, where I got the baton, it had no wrong for me to do. Just finish strong.
You could barely walk over here to talk to us. What's happening?
400, boy, 400 hurts, 400 hurts. But, you know, I will sacrifice myself any day for this 4x4 team.
And what do you have to say to Trinidad and Tobago tonight as you leave the Commonwealth Games?
Well, I want to say to Trinidad and Tobago, I'll leave that to the rest of my teammates.
I just want to say thanks for supporting us through the Commonwealth Games. You know, we appreciate all the support. Everyone on social media was backing us. We felt, we felt the love. You know what I mean? We just had to come out and execute and bring it back home for the people of Trinidad.
Well, congratulations, guys. All the best.
Yeah, that's the 4x4 men's team for Trinidad and Tobago, led ably by Jareem Richards in that interview with Ricardo Chambers. And of course, there was lots to be happy about for the Caribbean. Shadi Williams picking up her gold medal, Alison Peters getting a silver, Jonathan Jones also Barbados getting a bronze medal in the men's 400 meters, first man to do so in the event for the country. And Jareem Richards and his Trinidad and Tobago 4x4 teammates bringing home that gold medal. And of course, there's lots more to come. We take a break now. When we come back, it's going to be netball. Thanks for staying with us on the Commonwealth Games highlight show for action on day 10, the penultimate day of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. And now we go to netball, where the Sunshine Girls of Jamaica took on the Australian Diamonds, and that's what they're called, yeah, for the gold medal in netball. And of course, you know, the Sunshine Girls would have upset the Diamonds already in the group stage, winning that match. And we want to see, though, how did things turn out in this game? Would Jamaica finally get that gold medal? Of course, they would have already upgraded to their best ever performance in the Commonwealth Games netball competition. So the question is, were they able to get that gold medal? Let's take a look at the first half highlights.
Jamaica. They have made such an impact at this tournament. Many thought they would be dangerous, and that has turned out to be absolutely true.
Wing defense, Jodie Ward.
So this is a little bit different to what they've been doing in the other play. Janelle Fowler, inspirational captain. Jodie Ward out on court. No, it's not. It's Nicole Dixon-Rochester at centre. Khadija Williams coming on out at wing attack.
Oh, she has been great in those feeds into that circle. Really developed from when we last saw her out. Pinpoint passing. Jodie Ward at wing defense.
Janelle Fowler.
Janelle Fowler, well, so much has been said about her.
And their substitutions, Katie Haney, Shady Ann Hemmings,
and here they all come, the might of Jamaica, not a chink amongst them.
Jamaica!
And that's a fabulous view. Makes it look as though it might have been grass. Well, that is in the old days. So we are not far away from the gold medal match of the Birmingham Commonwealth Games 2022. What a moment.
Birmingham, this is the gold medal match. Get behind your teams, Jamaica and Australia.
Jamaica have won bronze 3 times and have already guaranteed their highest finish at a Com Games ever. But they've made it this far. Can the Sunshine Girls become the Golden Girls? And for Australia, well, they've never missed a gold medal match since it was introduced in 1998. We're away, gold medal match 2022. So there's 2 goals between these two sides. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Western sizes up her options.
Contact centre.
And the intent again of the Jamaican defence is to disrupt the Australians. It's really the same game plan on each other, which is terrific to see.
Centre obstruction.
Oh, lovely footwork, Maloney.
Well, there was a little bit of ballet too from Steph Wood.
Yeah, Steph Wood was very happy with that feed from Kate Maloney, and so she should be. That was quick and it was into the space.
Yeah. As Watson comes up with the ball.
I think a little steal then. Got to take your moments when they're there.
That big hurl from one side of the court to the other.
Top of the goal circle, around the top. Where you are, we can take centre side, quickly.
Ward just unable to pull it in. Hits her shoulder, rolls off.
Australia.
And Australia ball in hand.
So Australian centre pass to come as well. A chance here to move out to a 5-goal advantage.
The interesting thing too is the Australians and the Jamaicans will be aware of the style of umpire that they've got. They've had them before. Is there a scoring end, for example?
The same umpires that they had 3 days ago.
And what I mean by that is each umpire has a different way of interpreting, and if they're consistent, then the teams can actually work on that and adapt to that.
Fowler out of the circle, not really sure where to go. Oh,
and that's
great pressure, Australia.
That is actually perfect defence from the Australians. That's exactly what they want. They want Janelle Fowler being anxious, coming out of the circle to help, and that takes away the strength of Jamaica.
Beautifully finished, Steph Wood. First time we've probably seen Jamaica under a little bit of pressure here. They trail by 6, and Australian centre pass to come.
The Australians are being relentless in their attack and defence. Everyone is involved. Their off-ball movement is absolutely spot on.
Oh, nicely done. A little bit of a combo between Dixon Rochester and Sterling.
Contact, centre third. Centre third. Yes, wing defence, beside the wing defence, Jamaica.
Great work on the circle edge.
Centre third. Sorry, outside the circle.
From Dixon. Rochester.
We'll definitely need the floor wiped here.
Pardon?
Well, there's just over 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter, 13-7.
Sorry.
So for me, Jamaica in the defensive end, what we saw them do so well against New Zealand is everyone stay in play. There's been a few contact calls where one comes out, it messes up their structure a little bit, so they aren't able to go for flies knowing someone else would cover them. So if they can just tidy that up a little bit, I think they'll get a lot more ball.
And I also think Beckford needs to just take charge a little bit now, Pam, as well. Just take over, put the Australians off their plan a little bit.
Yeah, 2 quick goals from Jamaica. They're in this.
Long field into Janelle Fowler. That's their asset.
Oh, wow. That feed, it was so quick.
Yeah, she did enough, Sterling, though, didn't she? Boeta wasn't balanced. Oh, but who needs Boeta?
That step back from Wood. She's so slick on it. She knows exactly how to compose herself and control that shot.
Yeah, Wood's currently on 3 from 4 at 75%. She's playing her role.
Oh, look at that jump from Khadija Williams.
Be careful under there.
I think if they can do that a couple more, just get that ball in the middle, just on that transverse line, put it in early, that will build their confidence.
Yep, cut out all the rubbish. So less than a minute remaining in this first quarter.
Pick up there from Wilson, great.
Oh, and that...
Just look at this, how high she gets up in the air and then able to chase it down.
You can see again Ash Brazel trying to cut off that ball side high ball from Jamaica. They've had a look at the tape, they're trying to cut it off. She was a bit late there.
There it is again.
And this is interesting, this could be a fiery finish to the first quarter.
And this is just about the placement. You see, She just twists Fowler into that other right-hand space where Bruce cannot get to.
Interesting, Dixon Rochester didn't sense the time then. Didn't hurry up with it.
There's plenty of time there, Lisa. And there it is.
And you could find that it is just perfect because, oh my goodness, that's it. Mahudi goes. What a first quarter we've got in the gold medal match. It's Australia leading Jamaica 14-12. We're all go for the second quarter. Kate Maloney gets the ball away to Brazil. 14-12, Australia leading Jamaica.
Australia.
It's always a difficult decision for a coach what to do, and Stacey Marinkovic has called it early.
I might call this early too. There is extra time available in this game.
Jenny.
Jamaica.
They're the best, the extra time ones.
Centre obstruction, centre
A little bit of a
third.
history to them at the Commonwealth Games finals as well.
Very special history to 2010 in Delhi.
Australia.
2004 in Manchester.
All of the above.
And we haven't said much about Cara Conan coming on, but she was pretty seamless, but that one was overcooked. But in general, she's been good out there with her attacking flow.
Bonus contact.
Beckford just making sure she caught that ball in the centre third, because otherwise it would have been a free pass to Australia. You have to touch in the centre first if it's come from the defence again, but defence from Bruce.
Sensational defence from Courtney Bruce there. Turned the ball over.
Contact goal defence.
It's physical and it's fast netball. It is just a delight for us to watch.
Jamaica.
There it is.
See that pressure from Bruce? Yeah, she came up behind her, but she didn't contact. She just marshalled her up into that space.
It's a great way to say it, Pam, marshalling and, you know, causing her to have no space at all. Great work.
Keeper contact. Shooter where you are, keeper beside.
Oh, we're all tied up again. 25 all, just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
Contact. Contact centre, goal third.
And just these constant contact calls from Jamaica. They need to all stay in play so they can all work together.
Contact weak defence, in line with me. Weak defence, come around on the circle edge.
Ward told where to go and stand. Oh, lovely work by Conan.
Obstruction goal defence. Jamaica.
Conan's been very solid coming on, playing a role, support role to Gretel Buetta at goal attack. Not easy to do, but she fits into the spaces nicely.
No one's going to win that contest but Janelle Fowler.
Jamaica are being patient with their attack at the moment. They've gone away from their fast ball.
Good challenge there from Ward.
But offside, centre, offside. Inside Australia. Inside.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in this second quarter.
It's very important to offer clear options to Gretel Buetta on the circle edge. She can be a little bit astray with some of her passes at different times.
Conan's come on well, form 4 from 4. Oh, nicely lifted.
And that's what they need to go back to, Jamaica. It's working for them.
You just see with that take from Fowler how she just leaves her back leg behind because she's that bit closer to the goalpost on the landing. Great use of her body, like Bueta down the other end.
And I think Courtney Bruce is enjoying her run out at goal defence, the challenge. She's got big arms over Beckford. It's actually quite effective.
Oh, a Brazil. Oh, don't know that Janelle Fowler was expecting that.
Goalkeeper stand beside, you're in front.
Ash Brazil, of course, an Aussie Leagues player.
Australia!
Yeah, she uses those skills really lovely, in a great creative way. Underhand passes.
Liz Watson goes back. Waits to set up again. There's Conan offering.
Brilliant to break straight through that zone. Through the middle of Jamaica, and she went so hard herself that they were already still flat-footed by the time she got the ball under the post.
And the other thing is that Sterling's not as in the contest. Wow.
Now this will be interesting here because if they get the ball back, no, in fact, there's no time. It is half-time. What a battle we have on our hands. It is 29 all. Nothing between these two sides.
So things all square at the end of the first half, 29-29 the score. And we take a break now, and when we come back, we look at the second half of that game. It's our final segment of the Commonwealth Games highlight show for action out of Birmingham on the 10, and we pick back up things at for the second half of that netball game between the Australian Diamonds and the Jamaica Sunshine Girls for the gold medal of the netball competition. Let's go back to the arena.
No changes from either side for the remaining, well, we think it might be 30 minutes, who knows, it could be longer. Whistle blows for the beginning of the second half. Australia leading 42-34.
Sarah Clowes also played her role, making it difficult to put the ball up in the air.
Doing all they can to lift Jamaica.
And they are loving it. They are getting lifted by it.
Quick 1-2. It's those short, sharp movements of plays, not giving Jamaica enough time to get round or to shepherd up. Just see this movement here from Bueta. She comes up onto Sterling. She rolls her, gets her on her back.
Yeah, and I think some of the Jamaican feeding has just got a little raggedy.
Obstruction, goal shooter.
And this is where we'd seen them improve over this tournament. Those passes into Fowler have been so good. Oh.
They thought it was a stepping goal there, but I think Ash Brazil did that well. We'll have a look at it now.
1-2 pass before she put her landing foot back down, so that is well in regs.
It was quick, but it was correct. Crowd are not happy.
And that's an awkward pass.
Wow.
It's just possession, so she has to take the ball, Williams. Bueta's not out of play.
That is contact, Zita.
Dixon Rochester. Now, Jamaica still very much on the back foot. 10 goals adrift.
Thomas has come on and injected some energy. That's better from Dixon Rochester. It's quick balling to Fowler when she's ready. Get it in there.
Jamaica centre pass to come. Maloney just sets up a block.
Terrific pick up there by Ward. That was important.
They clamber their way back, Jamaica. 15-6. Australian centre pass.
Australia's got to be mindful of keeping the details right. No steppings, no offsides. We definitely don't need to turn the ball over at this stage.
That middle release from the shooters is giving Jamaica all sorts of problems, whether it's Conan or whether it's Bueta. The quick flick to their centre court and then it's going straight in. Just need to look at that now. How can they shut down? Set up maybe.
Yeah, they might need to look at a diamond, a different shape or structure on their defence. Try and pick up the ball that's coming through the middle of that circle.
You're grabbing her.
Interesting call there.
Contact all defence, grab. One step up.
Once there's one grab, there's usually another. It just follows.
Contact both players.
Oh, clever little
both players around beside the goal shooter.
Really was intended to be. So Jamaica hanging on by the fingernails here, 45-37.
There's still time for at least 6 more goals in this period. Which way will they go?
Oh, here's a chance. Here's a chance.
I did say they need to clean up, make sure they don't have any little errors.
Contact, goal attack.
See the look of
Very static in that attacking end, just one person. And look at that placement of ball. Because of that hard arms over pressure from Australia. That one caught today.
Yeah, I think just lost awareness of where her foot was. Oh, I love this. Everyone is up on their feet.
The defence is massive from Australia. Jamaica are working their way through.
Contact centre.
It's getting a bit loose here into the final minute of the third quarter. That's late.
Fans moving off centre.
Lazy from Maloney.
Wing attack obstruction. Step up, wing attack. In line with me. Back, wing defence.
Let's have a look at what happened here.
Bruce just running straight into Dixon Rochester and getting winded herself.
Yeah, I think it was an earlier call before that happened, which was a major infringement.
Obstruction.
Yeah, there it is.
Contact. Back, there. Obstruction.
Yeah, this is getting...
umpires need to control this.
This is getting ridiculous, really. Everyone's on their feet. Connie Francis is up. Stacey Marinkovic is up.
Nicole Richardson is calling this defence trap. She's got the players where she wants them.
That's another late take there. Ash Brazel coming in, timing completely off.
It's not Aussie rules now. Brazel.
And there it is.
But it is the end. Oh, no, it's not quite. 2 more seconds. Then it's the end. And there is a penalty shot to come.
Contact. Both players.
Fowler adds the extra. So it is a big quarter for Australia. At the end of it, it's Australia leading Jamaica 45-39. And that third quarter, will that hurt them? 16-10, Australia took it. Australia, we've seen how much they want this. It hurt when they lost that gold medal 4 years ago. They will not want to let this go now. course, for Jamaica, well, they've never won gold. Let's see what the final 15 minutes bring. Australia underway. 45-39. They lead by 6.
Looking at those teamwork connections for Jamaica and also for Australia.
Oh, great work. Pressure from Courtney Bruce, and then the pickup from a teammate.
And that's just Jamaica not coming through that off-mark and styling. Bruce running so hard. This, I know I keep going on about it, but this rotation in the shooting circle, so good. But this is Bruce coming through the court, not touching her this time, and making the pressure again cause the fumble.
Advantage of structure, goal attack.
That pass beating Sterling.
And it was a beauty. It was hard and it was flat.
Contact, goalkeeper. Goalkeeper, get that left foot beside, thank you.
I just wonder if Shamira Sterling, you know, just perhaps letting her head drop a little bit. They have had such a run here in Birmingham.
Guard instruction, wing attack. Wing defence, obstruction, top of the circle. With the wing defence.
Jamaica just getting a little bit stagnant also with their attack. They need to stick to what was working, get it in quick.
It's going to be a big ask from here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 6 goals between them. Jamaica have got to win ball.
They certainly do, and will Australia give them an opportunity?
Wing defence, contact. Where you are, wing attack. Jamaica.
There's one turnover.
Hold tight.
Now, Jamaica, they need to take care. What would you be telling the Jamaican players?
Just one person come through the middle, one person come on the diagonal. Always have 2 options.
Whistle, the time is off. Come up in line with me, both players. Both players.
Good depth. And see the backspace. That's the through court. If you can do it quickly, but there's no need to force balls in.
They're smart, the Australians. They just do the little double tap.
Just to take the ball off its line for someone else to pick up.
Contact. Australia.
And just watch this from Clow, I should say. See, that was that second jump.
Australia throw in. Where the wing attackers. Advantage of structure with contact.
Better movement by Cara Conan then, really drawing that defensive penalty. Less than 2 minutes. It's going to be tough here for Jamaica.
Well, I think the Australian subs are starting to get some inkling that they are going to have gold medals round their necks by the end of the night.
Jamaica have left this all too late if they are for that comeback. It's been so on it from Australia. Right from defence, so much pressure putting on.
And you can see, I think, the tears in the eyes of Steph Wood.
Wing defence, contact. No. Advantage of structure, wing defence.
And even then,
no goal.
Just put over the line called.
And the clock's running down. This is what they've aimed to do, the Australian attacking. Run the clock down every time.
Structure goal shooter.
Well, there's a massive roar going up around the arena. The Australians here, they know they've got it.
Contact, moving off.
And the Jamaican fans, of which there are many, can't believe it. Look at the faces of the substitutes.
And also the changes that Australia have made have been absolutely impactful for them.
Hold time. Goal defence contact near the trend, no ladies.
Now Connie Francis, she looks stern. They know it's gone. Last few moments of the netball here at Birmingham 2022.
Both coaches are standing, they're emotional.
Australia burst the Jamaican bubble. They win their 4th netball gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. Redemption for the Gold Coast 4 years ago. And that's how much it means to them. Awesome scenes for the Australians.
So well deserved, Jenny, in terms of how they started the game. They rode it well, and then Stacey Marinkovic bringing in those changes. Clow, Conan coming in. How she played with Greta Beato in that circle to just break up the strength, the formidable power of Australia as Jamaica's defence that we've all talked about. Really carved them apart.
And look, we saw tears earlier of England of disappointment. Tears now from the Australians of joy. And there, what a star. Gretel Bouetta and Courtney Bruce, huge players for the Diamonds in this gold medal match.
Simply amazing, a magnificent performance.
55-51, Australia take the gold.
So Jamaica having to settle for silver this time around, upgrading from the bronze that they won 4 years ago at the Gold Coast in Australia. And the Aussies walking away with another gold medal around their necks. But so too, well, the Jamaicans, they are happy with their performance. They must be proud. And we'll see what happens 4 years from now. Let's look at some other results in the day. In squash, we had the men's doubles plate final where Cayman Islands' Julian Jervis and Cameron Stafford, they won 2-0 against Sean Simpson and Kamal Kamabach of Barbados. And in the mixed doubles plate final, we had Chinatma Shanali from Sri Lanka and Shamil Wakil, who also of Sri Lanka, winning 2-0 against Ashley Khalil and Jason Ray Khalil, the brother-sister duo from Guyana. And in long jump, the finals, we had 2 Caribbean athletes. Akita Smith jumping 6.55 meters to come 7th, and Tyra Gittins not making it into the final 8. She had a best distance of 6.27 meters, the girl from Trinidad and Tobago. So this is the athletics table, medal table. Australia had 24 medals, 10 golds, 10 silver, 10 bronze, 4 bronze rather, and England 34, the home team, with 7 golds, 15 silver, 12 bronze, and Jamaica, they're 4th. Kenya, of course, running up the top 3, but Jamaica very close behind 4th with 13 golds, well, 13 medals altogether, 6 golds, 4 silver and 3 bronze. And Trinidad and Tobago, the 10th there, they had 3 medals, 2 golds, 1 silver, and that's how they stood right there. Barbados, they're 14th, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze, 3 medals. The Bahamas and Grenada with 2 medals each, both 1 gold, 1 silver, and the British Virgin Islands 1 gold to their name. That's how things look in athletics. These are the overall tables headed into the final day of competition. Australia way out in front with 174 medals. England 166, and Canada rounding out the top 3 with 91 medals. Jamaica, they're 12th, the best performing Caribbean country. 15 medals, 6 golds, 6 silver, and 3 bronze. We also have Trinidad and Tobago there at 14th. They have 6 medals as well. Well, 6 medals, 3 golds, 2 silver, 1 bronze. Of course, Nicholas Paul would have won 3 of those medals, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze for himself. And the Barbados, they are 20th with 3 medals, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. And 23rd, we had the Grenada, the Bahamas, and Bermuda, and the British Virgin Islands finishing one behind the other. Grenada 1 gold, Bahamas 1 gold, the Bermuda 1 gold, 2 silvers, 2 bronze, and the British Virgin Islands 2 golds, 2 bronze, 4 they finish with as well. Of course, Dominica and the St. Lucia, the other 2 Caribbean islands on the medal table. 1 silver for them, the Dominicans, and 1 silver as well for St. Lucia. So that is how things end on day 10. Final day, the Caribbean won't be participating in anything. However, we will be back with our final highlight show on that day for the Commonwealth Games. We will be showing you our top 20 or our top moments, how many ever we feel like showing of the Commonwealth Games. So you have to stay tuned for that. Tune in next time. We'll see you on day 11.